Morning everyone, hope you're all doing. Just another quick thought while I'm on my way to work. Obviously you've seen my morning routine that I'm trying to get into. I only started doing it the last couple of days, get my head straight. I lost my head a bit yesterday obviously, as you can see, but it's natural. It's explained by science, by spirituality. There's reasons for what your temperamentality sometimes. Sometimes it is just chemical imbalances. Sometimes it is just tides and waters and moons and stars. We're all just spinning on a big rock. But when it comes to, weird stuff like destiny and fate, like me talking about me growing up on a certain road and then walking past the exact house that I was on, morning, I got another little snippet of, isn't this weird? Is it art imitating life or life imitating art? Look, I am who I am. This is my authentic self. I don't care who sees it. People are saying you're going to be locked up in the loony bin. If that's the case, if that's God's will, and I have to go through that trial, I'll go through that trial. But for now, I'm just enjoying being at peace. Everyone's getting angry because they can see that I'm actually like settled within myself and understand myself, whereas they don't, and that's what makes them angry. So anyway, back to the point. If you know me, you know that I've always wanted to be a director. My favourite director is Quentin Tarantino, as it is with a lot of young men my age and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of young men my age, their favourite film is Pulp Fiction. Now, obviously, there is a very famous Bible verse in Pulp Fiction. I'm about to recite it for you, but I would like you to listen to the words very, very carefully and tell me it doesn't align with who I am or my worldview or my coming into being, my enlightenment, so to speak, my awakening. Do you know what I mean? So, Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill guides his brothers through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord. So I'm trying not to scare this lady. Is it the? Don't worry, just YouTube. Attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. You shall lay my vengeance upon thee. Yeah, so I just thought such a very powerful quote, very poignant. You know what I mean? Very apt for what I'm going through at the moment. And is that not once again another layer of destiny, another layer of that spinning concentric circle where life has just looped out into being? Thought has become reality, or reality has become thought, whichever which way you want to look at it. That's just philosophy. Once again, that isn't madness to say that, by the way. People are like, oh, what? That's fucking psychotic. It's just philosophy. Just have a play with thoughts. Thoughts can be fun. You know, like you do with poetry, and you mess around with words, and you put that word there, you put that word there. Yeah, put different words in different orders. See what different sentences they come up with, and see what different thoughts that provokes. And do you know what? Like with ripping your muscle, your scars. You got to cause scar tissue to get your muscles to grow, ain't you? You got to rip some of your brain tissues to get your brain to grow. It's as simple as that. Anyway, peace, respect, and harmony. As you can see, a lot calmer day for me today. Let's have a look at the moon. The moon's obviously gone past its full fucking hunter's moon that it was the other day. So I can feel the man and the Holy Spirit is returning back to the beast. And that's all we are, a big triangle. We'll go from beast to spiritual, to emotional, to, do you know what I mean? And then we'll just keep going. The strength comes from in recognising in which part of the cycle you're in, and which part of the day. Not to get too, just like, women, when they're about to go through that time, every month, they know, I'm going to be moody next week. Don't talk to me a certain way. Don't do this and that. Well, men are the same, and you need to learn the cycles within yourself. Otherwise, you're just doomed to repeat. You're doomed to repeat the negative generational traumas that are passed down upon you, which nobody wants. We're all trying to get out of it. And mate, do you know what? And the sad truth is, unfortunately, we probably still are going to pass on some of those little generational traumas, whether we want to or not, because that's why it's called generational, because it's within our genes. We don't really have a choice in the matter sometimes. Like me, I can try and be the most enlightened. If you knew me when I was younger, I'm all intellectual. I'm all about, I'll never get angry, I'll never get this and that. Boom. Spiritual awakening hits, full moon comes out. Roar, fucking, you see that geezer? I want to fucking have him. It's in me. I can't help it. It's my genes. Do you know what I mean? But understanding that gives me the power to ground myself back to the earth and say, this anger I've got in me, this snarl, that's for a reason. That's for a reason. Do you know what it is? It's to snarl at the devil and get it out of everyone. And roar, you think I'm scared of you? You know what I mean? Fuck that. What, because I'm going to talk like this, you don't think people are going to come at me? Oh, it's coming. I know it's coming. And you know what? I'm fucking ready. Let's have it. So, yeah, peace, respect and harmony. Everybody love everybody.